Keep moving.
Good day.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Okay.
Hey.
Submit to a credit check. Thank you, madam.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas. Sorry, Rambler. I know you're fixing to serve up some vengeance, but I'm gonna have to point you to the lucky 30. Well, now, it was...
Hey, baby. Hello, babe. Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead? Huh? What are you talking about? That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer? Hello? How's it hanging?
I don't know where it went, but it sure went flying. Love's like no, that's when you spend. Now there's no use crying. Tell me where can I go? East or west or north or due south. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out.
Hello.
To the town of Rio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and bitter, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger
This place
started
is the
talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas
What in the
Red.
goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves like smooth little babies.
Was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't
I can't do that, baby.
right before a day. 20 men
It
had
can't.
tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger.
You want a reason? How about 4? They're called bodyguards, and every one of them is packing. Meet at...
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet.
To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll... Where's my manners? Here's some cash up front. There'll be more where that came from.
Don't-
And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Get too close to Mr. Benny.
Mind? Where do you point
back,
those
ladies and
dimmers?
gentlemen, this is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. And now the news. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be president at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority. And this move would not
Don't
be
just stare in dumb
Also in the
admiration.
headlines, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Keep
Don't
those
get
hands
too
where I can
close to
see you.
Mr. Benny.
You like that? Don't just stare in
Also
dumb
in the
admiration.
headlines, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Keep those hands where I can see them.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day.
As I understand it, I used to be just like all those other Securitrons out on the strip. But then my neurocomputational matrix was completely reprogrammed to be nice. Very, very nice. Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
He came riding from the south side.
Sure. Benny had me looking.
He's an outlaw loose and running, came the whisper from each lip.
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to. But hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number one is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
But the outlaw didn't worry, man, the tribe before a day. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men.
It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Wow. You have...
It was time for them to meet. It was 20
Of course you do. Sorry about that. And it's wonderful that you... Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice...
They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red is not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
This place is the...
Lord knows I'm not a student in the flurry of
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. The mighty Caesar has bestowed upon you his mark and guaranteed safe conduct. If he wanted you dead, you would...
And we're back.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
The gamma radiation. All the latest news coming your way right now. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Also, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you. I see you brought a friend. Sorry, partner. Boss, I'm pretty clear on this. I can't... Well, howdy, partner. Good... Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his... I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you...
You've been a busy courier, haven't you? You take your obligation to deliver a package very seriously, an ethic for which I am grateful. I will admit, when you ignored my invitation, I predicted negative outcomes. But you have a way of exceeding expectations, don't you? Well, enough. Let's have the chip then. Fine. Give me the chip and I'll pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? Delivery of... By the time I was 30 years old, I was a millionaire 30 times over. Do you really?
Engaging target.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you. You guys just not to know it's a sin to lie.
Be advised, visitors will be held responsible for the behavior of any robots accompanying them. Targeting.
Centuries of preparation. So much good undone. Fool to let no ruined every.
Target lost. This is a restricted area. Step up. Enjoy your time on the Vegas Strip.
Wow, that's crazy.
You dig this crazy scene or what?
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. If you like news, you're gonna love...
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
From Mojave Outpost, where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-50.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful! Let's go!
Reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
shining up the spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't another kick in the head.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow, Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Wait. So, that's what the platinum chip does. Interesting. Mr. House had a whole demonstration planned for you. Just head downstairs to the lowest level to check it out. You'll see.
Tell me quick.
Step closer to the demonstration area, please. Okay, so you're familiar with Securitrons by now, obviously. I mean, some of your best friends are Securitrons, right? Our titanium alloy housing does a good job of intelligent electronics and some small arms shrapnel. Our left arm contains an X-25 Gatling laser, quite big in software. That looks like a bomb. And for close range suppression and ground control, we have a handy 9mm submachine gun 9. All of this is all past, right? Turns out those are our secondary weapon. All this time we've been running the Mark I operating system, which doesn't have drivers for all private. Imagine.
Those are our stories for this hour.
Now watch this. I'm downloading the Mark II OS to all Securitrons on the network. Makes quite a difference.
My love for you is too strong.
With the M235 missile launcher, we can engage the ground and air and a rapid-fire launcher system makes us deadly in close-range engagements. Woo! Look at that! The OS upgrade also includes drivers for our onboard auto repair systems. Just try to hurt us now. Altogether, this software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. You can come back up and see me or be on your way. I know you're a busy person.
Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional information.
is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Also, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. A love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting,
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street.
Oh, it's just awful here.
From the windows, everybody
Hurry up.
They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped
Halt!
to make their play.
What business?
And the swiftness of the Ranger is
You wear the mark of Kaiser. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is with.
It seems that the territory...
The black armored Rangers are said to be fierce in battle.
Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Our way. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings...
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place,
about the
you
burned
have.
man again.
It's just about time to get you some news. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Also, rumors continue to swell that Mr. House, the father of New Vegas, has passed away. Who will fill the power vacuum on the Strip remains uncertain. For Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. Got
True
a
to Kaiser.
song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior.
I'm harsh on the
but
children,
deep
but
down,
they'll
you
be
know,
excellent legionnaires.
good man.
I'm quite proud
His
of
name is Johnny Guitar.
I'm harsh on the
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge.
For the one they call Johnny Guitar.
None may enter without.
Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cold?
You have no honor. There you are. Had enough?
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny.
Awe. True to Kaiser.
Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Awe, true to Kaiser. You must enter Kaiser's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay?
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade. But the topper, the coup de grace, Mr. House dies while you're visiting him at the Lucky 38. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started? I like the servile attitude. Down the hill at the west edge of... I want you to destroy whatever you find. Goodbye.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
Traders from California are being turned away from
Caesar has put a lot of trust.
NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. Moving on. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to center. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once. You put down your weapon.
Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to also, as I advised, the solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief has the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. It'll be our secret. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Camps are getting crowded.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. Wale.
said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep again.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge.
If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed.
You've carried out Caesar's...
She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take... I've read Mr. House's opinion. I want... Good.
Awe, true to Caesar.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best-looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? All the latest news coming your way right now. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. Also in the headlines, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burn Man again.
Awe. Awe, are you ready to...
got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle, jangle. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, I got spurs that jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. As I go riding merrily along. They sing, oh, ain't you glad? And they sing, oh, ain't you glad? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Moomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you. Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from... Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the Boomer? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lock... There is a way, and I'll tell you. Well, I know the secret to get past. If you make it back alive, I'll double... All right.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Tops Hotel owner Benny has been killed by an unidentified assailant. His former right-hand man, Swank, consoled mourners.
If I know my pal Benny, he's swinging with the big cat
I told you
upstairs
what you
as
need
we
to know.
speak.
Now get moving.
Or he's chasing some angel broad with cans as big as our
I
halo.
told you what you need to know. Now get moving.
NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object.
That jingle, jangle, jingle, ride merrily as I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad and that song ain't so very far.
Whoa there, pal. Whoa, simmer down. I've made some cash from There is a... Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, I'll pay double your weight.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. And now the news. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to one man armed to the teeth with diamonds. Also, citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the strip in droves.
That jingle, jangle, jingle, ride merrily as I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Whoa there, pal. Whoa, simmer down. I've made some cash. There is a... All right, I suppose I can cut you a deal, but not a cat lore. I gotta make a living here. Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching.
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. And now the news. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Also in the headlines, unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Those were our top stories. And now, I'd like to play one of my
Legion raiding
very
parties all over
favorite
the
songs
place.
for you.
They can't all be rules.